Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Sami Original Guy, aka Mr. Cannon from AWBW, bringing you another live league game of the day. Today, I played a live league match. I queued up in the live league because I had a little bit of time before I started making a video, and I was like, alright, let's do it. Let's queue up. I have no idea who I was going to get or what I was going to get myself into. But what I did get myself into was Cold Flame. I got myself into Cold Flame, folks, and I got myself paired up against Godslaying. So Mr. Cannon versus Godslaying today. Is Godslaying gonna be able to slay you, Mr. Cannon? Probably. I ain't no god. I ain't no top-rated player. I'm just semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon. That's all I am, folks. I try my best, and you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we're going to see how it works out on this one here. So this is Cold Flame. This is a triple base, double airport, comm tower supported matchup here. Comm towers are very, very contested. We have an open HQ in the middle of the map here. And this map is kind of one of my weak points because the approach over here, attacking this and attacking this, not quite sure how to do it. Never really got the grasp of how to do it. But, you know, I fought the Red James here. And he beat me. And I was like, you know what? What he did seemed pretty good. So I'm just going to try to channel my inner Red James 5 for this one here and see how it goes. So we have a Sami mirror here today, folks. As we know, Sami is a day-to-day ability. We'll get a plus 30% firepower bonus on her infantries. Her capture rate will be increased by 50%, rounded down. And all other units will lose 10% attack. All other direct combat units will lose 10% attack, and transports will gain +1 movement. Her normal co-power, at double time, will increase the firepower bonus of her infantry and mechs, also increasing their movement by +1. And the Victory March super co-power will allow her to instantly cap any property on the map with any infantry of any HP value, also increasing their movement by 1 or by 2 infantry and mechs, and also increasing the firepower. So, Victory March, hell of a drug, folks. Hell of a drug indeed. Alright, so, let's go ahead and see what happened on Cold Flame in the live league. On the first few days, folks, you guys know the deal. Standard infantry build, because you got to get the infantry on the field. It is the #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. #2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web is always make sure that you put something on your HQ when you're fighting Sami, because Victory March sucks, and it sucks to get Victory Marched, but it's very good when you are the one doing the Victory Marching. So in order to avoid the potential terror of the Victory March, make sure you put something on that HQ, folks. #2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. Alrighty, folks, so the infantry are rolling in, and I decided to build a mech, because I was like, Mechs. Let's go. Build a mech. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty confident, you know. And then I get hit. Now I'm not feeling so confident. Feeling a lot less confident about that mech at the moment, especially with the loss of the infantry. Now, I went for the property because I didn't think that he was going to double hit me. I thought he was going to get his own capture and then maybe fight over the middle. Or not the middle, but the middle where the comm tower is. But he doesn't. He just rolls up and just strikes down my infantry like it's nothing, folks. It's just like, what a loss. That is a loss and a half right there. So I go and capture 2 properties. Well, I capture 1 property, start to capture up another property, and then I just inch my infantry forward. I don't want to be having another incident where I lose another infantry, because if you lose 2 infantry this early in the game, you're in a very bad spot. So I do a back cap. Go up and attack this pesky little infantry that just KO'd my unit. Build 2 more infantry and another 3rd infantry, and that's about it. I bring the mech to a position where I can put it on the mountain or capture the property, because I am the kind of person that'll cap properties with mechs. I know. Crazy stuff, folks. Wild. I'm out of control. Ah! It's crazy. I love it. Alright, so Godslaying does the old triple cap. Brings his 2 HP infantry back, finishes off a cap on the eastern front of the map, and brings a few more infantry forward, brings 1 infantry back. So he's going to be going for these properties over here. It looks like he might be jumping towards the middle. So I find myself a little bit late to the party when it comes to the middle of the map over here sometimes. So I just like immediately send an infantry over here, and I'm thinking about jumping it to the middle because I want to maybe think about grabbing these properties. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Do I have a plan? No, I don't have a plan. I never have a plan. I don't think I've ever made a plan in Live League, like, ever. My only plan is to make good content. That's it. So I'm trying to make some good content here. But send the infantry forward. Godslaying, you know, does the old double cap, triple cap. You know, he's just capping. No cap, just capping it all. It's good stuff, folks. Neither of us are really going for the comm towers because that's a fool's errand at the moment. It's not really worth it to go for that. Yeah, but you know what? I'm thinking that I want to start some caps. So I go and start some caps, do 2 caps, and then I go and start another cap, and then I start another cap. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's starting 2 caps? Whoa. Can't believe he's starting 2 caps over here. This is wild. This is wild stuff, man. Alright, I build an artillery. Whoa. Craziness. I built the artillery. And then I leave the mountain. Leave the safety of the mountain to bring my infantry over. Now, I brought my infantry over here because I'm like, okay, well, you could, like, attack me. That's fine. If you attack me, then I'm just going to destroy your infantry. Which will be pretty good for me. Not very good for the old Godslaying. Pretty good for the old Mr. Cannon. I can tell you that much. So, Godslaying. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. He's got some caps for you. And he interrupts my comm tower. Then he destroys my infantry on the comm tower. But that's okay. I was planning for that. I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to interrupt something. Right? He interrupts the comm tower, which is very unfortunate, you know. I was looking forward to having that firepower bonus, but you know what? I'll take income. I will take income also. Income is great. I love income. You gotta be having that income, folks. I never have enough income. I always lose in the capture game, like all the time, because I'm terrible. Terrible at the capture game. I don't even know how I got to the rating I am, to be completely honest. Probably just dumb luck, but what I am good at is brawling. I can brawl sometimes. Like, sometimes I can brawl with the best of them, but sometimes I just lose, like, outright, and it sucks, but it is what it is, folks. Alright, so I go and take an engagement. 8-5 trade on the infantry that just capped that property down there, and I KO it, take it out. I'm like, get out of here. Move the mech forward from the mountain. Boom, big shot, 50% damage right there. Cap's still gonna go through, but man, that's some good damage. I like that kind of damage right there. It's good stuff. And I bring some more infantry forward, and I get the cap in the middle there. Middle property, cap by the comm tower. Comm tower cap. Side comm tower capture. That's what I'm gonna call it. Alrighty, so move the infantry forward, or back I should say. Gonna go for that back property up in the top corner. And I move the infantry onto the comm tower and I take a hit. Boom! Take them all the way down to 6. Take this guy all the way down to 2. Now I'm like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything. I'm gonna build a tank. I got a tank on the field. Got Sami tank on the field, folks. You gotta fear it. Fear the Sami tank. It's coming. It's coming for you. Better watch out. Alright, folks. All jokes aside. So, I thought that was okay. You know I'm going to get counterattacked, but I wanted to get the artillery up. It's really what I want. I just want to get the artillery forward, and that's it. That's my only plan, is like get that artillery up there. That's it. So, old Godslaying does a little engagement, does another engagement, brings an infantry back, brings an infantry forward, sends an infantry over to the airport, sends an infantry into the mucky waters and down below. My infantry is also in the mucky waters up high. But, you know what? It's okay. Mine's a little bit closer to capping at the moment. Overall, our captures are like fairly even though, all things considered. But he does take another engagement here, taking my infantry all the way down to 2. Builds another infantry, builds another artillery. I like the double artillery over here. You know, it seems really strong because once you... you're going to be winning the infantry war over here. I mean, you're bound to send a couple infantry over to the middle, but generally you're going to have more infantry than your opponent over here, so you can wall off really good. And if you get a couple artillery behind those walls, you know, you're having a good time. Just going to be cannon fodder, more or less. So, I move the mech. Take an engagement. Move the infantry back. Start a capture. Move my infantry towards the middle. Start a capture up north. Start capture on my airport because I want to get my airport. Be nice. Move those 2 infantry back, though, because they are so doomed if I keep them anywhere close to the front line. And then I bring the artillery right here, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, I know I'm going to get hit by an infantry. You know, it's going to happen. But I can protect the property for a little while, which I'm liking. I like the idea of protecting the property. KO and infantry, start a capture on Godslaying's property over here. Build another mech. And another mech. Got 2 mechs. This is the mech show, folks. Mechanized warfare. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, and it is day 9. Godslaying's turn. He's got some options here, you know. He can do some damage. See what kind of damage he manages to do, though. Caps a property. Caps an airport. Caps another property. Starting to cap an airport. He's going to have 2 airports next turn. He could deploy 3 turns from now, but goes up, attacks my mech. Goes up with another infantry, attacks my mech. Takes it down to 1. That's a pretty injured mech. Not feeling too hot about that mech. But, you know, he's alive, and that's the important thing. Sami, infantry, and mech, even at 1 HP, that's still a Sami infantry or mech. You know, that's still a victory march fodder, folks. Oh, and then this is the turn. So he builds a rocket. Classic rocket, folks. You love to see it. It's a beautiful unit, to be completely honest. It does get bullied over here on the Semi-Original Guy channel quite often. So, are we gonna follow the trend and see a rocket get bullied on the Semi-Original Guy channel? I don't know. We'll see. Gotta stick around and find out, folks. Alright. So, I do my caps. Move my infantry over to begin capture of the airport here pretty soon. I could go for this middle property, but I go for this property instead. Why? Well, you know, I have a plan. I have a plan. And this is when I start to actually come up with a plan. I'm like starting to think to myself, it's like I could maybe have a plan. If I try to have a plan, then maybe things won't go bad. I don't know. Let's see. But either way, risky plan. I see a free hit with the tank, so I definitely take that. That is a good little hit. I attack the pipe seam because, you know, maybe I have hopes and dreams of one day busting open the pipe seam and escaping my prison. But then I build a rocket. I got a rocket, folks. I built a rocket on the Semi-Original Guy channel. Is it gonna get bullied? I don't know. I have no idea. Well, I do know, but I don't know, man. We gotta watch out, though. Rockets, wild unit. Definitely a wild unit. And then Godslaying moves his infantry into the center of the map. Moves his rocket down by 1. Moves his infantry forward, and now he's got a nice little position. He's got a nice little lock with this rocket because we can do some pretty big damage to this city right here and anything sitting right here. Now he's not going to be able to stop my capture of the comm tower. I'm going to acquire a comm tower here. But Godslaying, look at this guy. Look at this great little push right here. So he pushes forward. He's got a mech capping a property. The mech is also in range of an artillery. He's got 2 artilleries, one of which that is in range of my artillery, and a whole bunch of infantry that are in the way. And I have 15 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock to figure out what the heck to do about this situation. So, number 3 priority is finishing off those captures. You know what? Actually, the number 3 priority is making sure you capture that comm tower before you do attacks. Now, let's see if I remember to do so. I probably don't. Oh, I do! Whoa. That's pretty good, folks. I'm not gonna lie. Usually, I never cap that comm tower. But today, I capped that comm tower. There we go. Feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good about that comm tower capture right there. And then we go up and we attack an infantry. KO an infantry. Move an infantry, move mech, build a battlecopter, and then I base lock myself with my rocket. Boom! Attacking that mech. Now I attacked the mech for pretty much like one reason, I guess. One, it's going to stop this capture, so he's not going to be able to get the capture. I think. I don't think he can get it at 3. 2, I don't want a full HP mech just moving up and attacking my artillery, because I'm going to attack that artillery with my artillery. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this infantry down here. I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to move my mech over, take a shot, take that guy out, move an infantry over, take that guy out, move another infantry over, boom, completely annihilate that mech, and then move my nice little cool tank onto a city. And that's it. Build another mech. Boom, mech show. That's what we got going on here, folks. The mech show. That is what's happening. So all in all, I don't know. Was that the best turn you could possibly do? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. I'm sure there's people that could come up with something better. But, you know, I got the rocket. I'm going to shoot with the rocket. I think if I moved the rocket, things would be a lot worse. So, I did not move the rocket. My artillery gets shot. My infantry gets destroyed. This anti-air is getting dangerously close to all of my units. So I'm a little bit frightened. Folks. We got a battlecopter. Got a battlecopter in the center of the map. The bane of infantry everywhere. The center battlecopter, folks. That is a dangerous unit. Dangerous unit indeed. Alright, and I lose a mech. And then I am very close to losing an artillery. Just lost an infantry. And now I'm sweating. I'm sweating a little bit, folks. I'm like, I just lost quite a few units there. It's not very good. Not very good at all. You know, you don't want to lose that many units. So, I see a move, you know. I go and I try to cap a neutral city. Still going for those back caps. Move my little rocket boy 1 square back. So, and then I move the rest of my guys a little bit back too. Bring the battlecopter forward. Form a wall of mech. The mechanized wall of mischievous madness. That's what we got over here, folks. Build another mech and another mech. We got mechs. Ah! Gotta love it. We love mechs. Want to see some mech spam content over here? It's good. It's good stuff. Now, unfortunately, I get an infantry, like, completely annihilated over here, which is very unfortunate. And Godslaying has now evened the income, sitting at 2020. Pops double time. Pops the double time co-power here, folks. What are we going to be seeing from the double time co-power? We take out an infantry. Ooh, and we almost take out an infantry. That's a big 90% damage. Wasn't able to fully take it out, but we did acquire a capture over here. That's a pretty big capture. Not going to lie. Ooh, look at all these caps that Godslaying is going for. That is some wild stuff, folks. That is going to be a lot of income for the Godslaying. Now, I could pop double time and see what happens, but I don't know if I'm going to, folks. I don't know. I'm kind of like a victory march sort of person, you know? I like victory march. But we'll see. We'll see if I pop it or not. So, take out an infantry, take out an arty. Not really too many other options that I can do here. So, I wall off with my infantry, bring my mechs over. And now I got the threat of double time with a lot of mechs. Build a tank, infantry, another tank. That's all you need, folks. That's all you need. Mechs, tanks, infantry, a rocket, and maybe a little classy on the side. That's all you need, folks. So, it goes up, takes a shot on my tank, and then obliterates my tank. My tank is gone. He was a good tank, you know? He was good. It's good while it lasted. You know, he was solid, he was sturdy. He was feeling good about himself. He's a good tank. Almost lost my arty. Down to 3 already. So, arty's not feeling too hot. And it does appear that Godslaying is about to completely get all of the properties on the eastern side of the map. So, that is kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate. He's got a nice little unit composition over there, so, you know, he's feeling pretty good about it. Then he moves his rocket. He's got 2 battlecopters. Oh, 4 battlecopters, actually. He's got a battlecopter here, battlecopter here, battlecopter here, battlecopter here. That's a lot of battlecopters, folks. It's a lot of battle copters. So, I move my battlecopter over to assist in the eastern front, taking a shot at an old pesky infantry that's been sitting there. Then I move my anti-air all the way down, take that guy down to 3, KO him, start to cap, block with a 1 HP infantry. Now there's a world where this capture goes through. Is it this world though? I don't know, maybe. I bring my other mechs forward, block with my copter, or blocking the copter, and then I start taking some engagements over here. Boom, take that guy down to 2, strike down another mech with my rocket, strike down the pipe seam. Oh boy, build an anti-air because the battlecopters are coming pretty quickly. And I don't like it. I don't like the fact that there's a bunch of battlecopters on the way here, folks. It is quite dangerous. Quite dangerous indeed. So, see what we do about that. And he caps the comm tower and caps my other properties here as well. So, yeah, he's sitting at 24k. It's a pretty big number to have. That is the perfect amount of funds for if you want to get stinky, folks. You know, you can get stinky with 24,000 funds per turn. You can bust out the stinky Neo tank and 2 infantry. That would be pretty bad. Or you could be classy and bust out some classy medium tanks. Or you could even, if you wanted to avoid the stink altogether, you could build the classy boy of the sky, folks. 22,000 funds to be classy in the sky. It's all it costs. It's all it'll cost you. Alright, so he pulls back the battlecopters, and then he starts to surround his HQ, which is smart. Oh, Godslaying. Look at this classy man over here. Busts out the classy medium tank. The classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web. What a legend. What a legend indeed. That medium tank is going to be able to hold that base for a long time. That's going to be a great hold over there. It's like, what does an army of mechs do against a classy medium tank? You know, unless they get the first strike, it's not really a whole lot that they're going to be able to do. But I've secretly been plotting this entire time, folks. For those of you that don't know, or might not have seen, I've had this infantry. I've had an infantry parked here, probably for like a week, and he hasn't moved. He hasn't moved one bit. You know why? Because I'm sniffing out that HQ, folks. Very close to victory march. And he sniffed out my plot. You know? All the damage I'm letting happen over here. Maybe it's all part of the plan, folks. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, I bring the battlecopters forward. Attack an artillery. Attack a tank. Bring another battlecopter forward. Attack a recon. Bring another tank forward. And then what else am I going to do? What else am I going to do? You don't know. You don't know what I'm going to do. I'm wild. I'm unpredictable. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Bust out a fighter. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to bust out the fightiest fighter in Advanced Wars by Web. The Sami fighter, folks. This is what I'm talking about. You want to see some stuff? We're not going to press that button. You want to see some stuff? Boom. Let's check this out. Damage calculator. Let's check this out. Fighter. Boom. Let's look at a copter. Boom. You know what that says? You know what that says? That says 100% damage. Guaranteed destruction of a copter that's sitting on an HQ, folks. There is nothing that's stopping this copter. Or this fighter. This fighter right here. #1 fighter in Advanced Wars by Web, folks. Boom. Build an infantry. Now, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? Is he going to be able to stop this? Is he going to be able to stop the mechs? I don't know. I don't know if he can stop the mechs, folks. He's bringing his units back. He's bringing his units back. You know what he's doing? He's trying to prevent me from getting victory march. He built a Neo tank. A stinky Neo tank. And then he brings the anti-air forward. Now, I did ask this, or I didn't ask him, but he did mention that this was a misclick last turn. So I was like, okay. I can get victory march without that. He brought the medium tank right here. If I want victory march, all I have to do, sack a tank into this classy medium tank. I got victory march, folks. But I don't need to do that, because I can just attack that. Boom. Done. Pop the victory march, folks. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to see some victory marchage. We're going to go up. We're going to attack some units. We're going to get some KOs. We're going to attack a rocket, because rockets get bullied on the Semi-Original Guy channel, folks. We are gonna be bullying those rockets all day long. Boom. We're gonna get a cap. Get a cap. Steal the airport. Steal a property. Steal a property. Steal another property. Boom. Steal a property. Get a property. Then we're gonna take out a few more units here. We're gonna join our copters together to build the mountain locked classy medium tank and go up and get that HQ, folks. That's what it's all about. Boom! Victory marchage. That is how you victory march, folks. What a match. Godslaying played incredibly well. He had a huge advantage over here and was pushing it hard, but unfortunately, Mechs, folks. That's what it's all about. And the fighter of legend. Boom! Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content today. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. I will see you all on the next Live League game of the day. And until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.